Boom.
Welcome back to China News. Over to you.
Hey, guy. Over to you, Dolores.
Oh my God.
Tell us about the weather. Lillian, how's the traffic out there?
Oh, we're having grand traffic. I mean, everything's so smooth. Back to you.
Back to you.
Ooh, girl, have you heard? What? Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about it. Now let's get chatty. Let's talk about it.
Hi, so what this is can I see that? $100 bill.
She rich.
No.
That's a fitting.
It's a fitted $100 bill.
Kind of trickles.
Man, did you ever think you'd live to see this happen where things have totally shifted? The balance has shifted for the United States of America. Are we still the United States of America? That's like a question mark. Are we? So many changes and things happening in the news. We kind of just want to just tap into that just a little bit today. So tap in the comments with us, and this is a great time if you have not subscribed to do so right now. So we all heard, it's been semi in the news because they've been talking more about Trump's being indicted than anything else. But
That hasn't been the only thing. They've been talking about this abortion stuff.
All the pills.
oh
Yeah,
wait,
that's
no,
been
I haven't heard about the pills.
Yeah, that's been a big thing.
What? Wait, what? I don't know. They trying to push the pill more, or the pills have a side
Basically
result?
saying like women should have the right, and then you have the other side, don't kill babies. That's been a big thing on the news too.
So like, I feel like it's recycled news. It's recycled, and then now what's new and fresh? I don't think they're doing a whole bunch of reporting on. It's not. You're not seeing it everywhere. And Russia and China have done something that we probably thought we'd never see happen. I saw someone said someone finally shook Putin's hand. LOL. But they've come together.
The way you said Putin.
Putin. Putin. The way they've come together and formed some type of, I use the word alliance. I'll use that word for, because it makes sense. I'll use that word alliance or allegiance to each other. And then it's changing I believe it's
Shifting the
it's going to shift the dynamic of the way we operate and the way we do things. And I'm sure that the US dollar, like other countries, Russia's trying to get other countries to come on board to drop the US dollar for international exchange or international use. And bring, how do you say the Chinese dollar? Is it
Yuan.
Yuan? It's yuan? Yuan. To use that? That says, like, if I take this $50 bill, how much is this $50 bill, like, worth if I take it to China and try to convert it? Or, what do you exchange it?
They're trying to eliminate money, period. So everything is going to go.
Everything's shifting. Everything's changing.
The value of money is going to be basically connected to accounts and not actual money.
Yeah.
Honey. So,
but then they'll have control over that.
Oh, what if it gets to a point where they have control? I have to cough. Over how much you can withdraw every day.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you just made this purchase. You cannot make another purchase this year. You've exceeded your $100 million limit, whatever the amount is. I can see that happening.
I don't think it'll be that dramatic, but it just makes me think of...
But it's not
America's
about
dramatic.
dramatics. It's about subtleties. It's about subtle changes.
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah, that is good.
But why is it so important for us to have the US dollar versus if other countries use our currency, why we can't use other countries' currency?
I don't know what the weight of this is, because the US was one of the better or best or the most richest countries that there was.
They're saying but they're saying that the value of the dollar, this is $50, but the value of the dollar is basically gone down because the U.S. has produced so much money.
Right. So it's our mistake.
How do we
It's our mistake it's not. So they were saying. So I was watching this clip, you guys, and they were saying that. What were they saying? They were saying that basically, if it were to, I guess, if China or what is it called? What's the coalition called? It's called Brazil, because it's different five.
Saudi Arabia.
BRICS.
No.
Something that's called.
BRICS. There we go.
Oh,
BRICS. No, because it has with the A. The last one's the A. Brica? I don't know. Anywho,
we'll put it in the description.
But they were saying that it would
because Africa's last, right?
Right.
Oh, okay.
But it would affect us to where they said if they was like, you think inflation's bad now, if it's gonna be worse, and I'm like, why would it be worse? To me, it doesn't. I feel like the United States is going into a panic mode, as we always do, right? And then we'll just throw prices up super high for no good reason, and then blame it on other countries and say because of this happened, this is why.
Yeah, it is BRICS. BRICS.
BRICS.
I get what you're saying. I hear you.
And I just don't think that's true. I kind of feel like they're kind of feeding us even a false narrative on that as to how we're effective. And they was talking about us being like in not power, but like being superior. Like why we have to be the top people? Why we just can't
just be
like
this
why we want to be this?
Domination.
Status. Why we gotta? Why? That's not to me. It's not important. But I guess to the to the Americas, it's important.
Yeah, one thing I feel like we always get fed is fear.
Well, so one thing before we move on to fear, you got to understand too. It is also about having those connections for access to what they have.
Right.
So it gives us the ability to kind of control certain things. But I actually think that I would be very I don't know, kind of interested, kind of curious as to how it would really look. I don't know.
I think what we are fed a lot is fear, and fear puts us in panic.
Right.
Especially fear of the unknown puts us in panic. But what if, and I think this is something that tell me if I'm wrong, that Donald Trump was trying to do was pretty much, not intravenously, but pretty much have America feed itself. Your crop is here, your whatever we have, it's all home based. Like, hey, I'm gonna go home and cook. I'm not going out to eat. We're not going outside of the US to get these sources, but everything is here. That's why his slogan was "Make America Great Again." Though for some didn't like him, some people did, but I think if it doesn't matter if what we need is at home. Like, I'm not going out to go shop if I have all the soap I need at home or toilet paper. This is probably way too small to compare to what's going on. But I'm saying, do we have things here within the U.S. to supply ourselves, or do we need that outsource?
I think we need the outsource. However, I feel like even if we had everything here, because we're so greedy and the world is fed by greed, we'll have high prices anyway.
Yeah, because you do have to think about that greed. That's a good thing that you brought up. Think of how expensive things have gotten just in our state alone. Like the state of Texas.
With us
excessive. Like I saw something about how people were saying they're basically being outpriced in rental properties, like rental apartments, because rent has gotten so expensive. And what is that going to do? And we're talking about the financial. Basically, we're talking about a crash or fall in our finances. We are doing damage to our own selves.
Right.
We're causing things to be so expensive. It's so expensive. It's ridiculous. Can you imagine imagine people just being like, you know what? All I'm doing is I actually heard someone tell me, they said she's basically working to pay her rent. That's pretty much all she can afford.
I know.
So we're doing ourselves like a financial. We're putting ourselves in a financial.
Other countries, they're not so money driven as the United States is. There's like humble places. Like where's the place? Is it Canada? I don't want. It's a place where I guess they pay for like your medical. They pay for like different things. Like or Germany. Like why we can't be like these other places and be humble
and pay for your college.
I think Canada is a place where you do get the insurance.
And pay for your, and there's certain or places they also pay for you to go to college. You don't have, there is no such thing as student loan.
Let's take that on.
But I think it would be great, and I'm not in politics or anything, but you know, sometimes you take the good, leave the bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are they doing? What's working over here? What's working over there? And let's put that together and let's make them work, and let's bring that over here. It may not have been your idea, but it's a great idea.
Does some of those steps start with us? Do we start to move into a little bit more modesty? Something to think about.
I like that.
I actually heard a video. I don't know if one of y'all sent it to me, but the guy says, what race of people are the happiest? I think he was talking about like here in the U.S. And the guy was like Hispanics. And he said, why do you say Hispanics? He said, because they make the least amount of money, but they be some of the happiest people. And he was like, why do you think? He said, because they don't focus on the wrong thing. They focus on their family.
Well,
so let's all be like the Hispanics.
$100 bills, y'all.
You guys, don't forget to join the conversation. Make sure you
money tree.
subscribe,
There's such thing
like,
as a money tree, by the way.
hit that notification bell. You said it is something that's
Short and sweet for you. Happy Friday, you guys. Bye.